If you don't mind, I could switch gears for a second and just show you some original comic art from my collection and Steve's collection. I'd be happy to do that.
I'm interviewing Vincent Zurzolo, co-founder of Metropolis Comics and ComicConnect, when he starts whipping out some comic books and original art. The first batch are items from an upcoming auction, and then he asked if I want to see some items from his personal collection. Yes, please. Hang tight, because you're going to see millions and millions of dollars worth of comics and original art.
In this next auction, we're going to have 4 pieces from the John Byrne collection I'm going to show you guys. One of them, this is super cool. One of the earliest known images of Human Torch by Human Torch creator Carl Burgos. And this is from Marvel Mystery number 4. This is an ad, Meet the New Human Torch. And this is incredibly important, historic, and just awesome. I love this piece. This is by Bernard Bailey, Our Man, one of the only pieces of Our Man art that I think exists. And this is really early. This was a contest winner. I sent it to regards to William Carroll from the TikTok Tyler, the Our Man, and Jimmy Martin. So that's a really cool piece. This is incredible. This is a page from Strange Tales Annual number 2 by Kirby and Ditko. It's got Torch and Spidey fighting on almost every single panel. And you could just see it's just chock full of action and energy. And I think this is one of the best pieces in our auction. And we've got a lot of great pieces. And tons of comic books, including his personal collection of Amazing Spider-Man, which is highlighted by an Amazing Fantasy 15, CGC graded 7.5, conserved, really beautiful copy. I'll show you a few other things that are coming up. This incredible Buscema page with Galactus and Silver Surfer, and it's just gorgeous. A page by Sam Keith from Sandman number 1. I mean, when do you see a page from Sandman number 1? That's unbelievable. And this is probably the piece de resistance. This is Jack Kirby, Joe Sinnott, Fantastic Four Annual 11, almost 50 years old, has the original Fantastic Four fighting the Invaders. You got 2 Human Torches on the cover. You got Subby, you got Cap, you got the full Fantastic Four. Oh my God. This one we're expecting very big things from. It is just shockingly awesome. And then we have a great piece. This is Gene Colan, Splash, Blind Man's Bluff, Daredevil. Very early Thor, Journey into Mystery 86 by Kirby. You got great images of Thor on here. I mean, this is the mighty Marvel way. From 1999, which is still over 20 years old, Lee Weeks was an incredible transformation cover from The Incredible Hulk. We've got some McFarlane art in this auction, including this page from Spidey 298, his first issue, which is so cool. And you got Spidey there, and you got Todd signing it, and it's just as a real cool piece of comic book history. 2 pages. Now I remember not liking Mark Bagley because I was a real McFarlane fan, but looking back on it, these things are so nostalgic and really cool. And you got these 2 Venom Spidey pages where they're fighting, and I don't know which one's better. This one's got this big image of Venom there. This one has got them fighting and leaping. Oh my God, and Black Cat's in this one. These are going to go bananas. People go crazy for these pages. And then I always love Bob Layton when you talk about Iron Man, and here you have a really cool She-Hulk cover, but it's really an Iron Man cover, and She-Hulk is on an acetate. And so when you lift it up, it's basically just an Iron Man cover, but it's just gorgeous. And anybody who knows Bob Layton, this is a great guy. I have a video I just found last night where I ran into him. We were at a convention in Saudi Arabia, and he was at my booth, and people were asking him to sign. He's like, "Yeah, I'd sign, but if I finally had a marker that worked," and he looked right at me, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, Bob, I'll get your marker." And I went through the box and got him a marker. And then last but not least, a lot of people love John Romita Jr. He's really become highly collectible, I'd say, the last 5 years. And this is just a knockout piece. Look at that silhouette image of Daredevil. Very classic John Romita Jr. Take a little too long, but fantastic. Fears. It's really great. Number 3, really cool cover. LB Cole on Blue Bolt Weird Tales. Really cool, horrific number 2. If you guys can see that. And then these are just in random order. Ultimate Fallout, number 4. I love this book. I love Miles Morales. I know the value on that book has come down quite a bit over the last year or so, but me, it's one of the most important characters of the modern age of comic books. If you like centaurs and rarities, you got funny pages here, really cool with the hood.
Is that Funny Pages? Is it a Mile High copy? It's
It's a Larson.
8.5. What is
Larson.
it?
It's a
Oh,
Larson.
Larson. Okay. Yeah, I figured it had to be a big time pedigree. Yeah.
Larson, Lamont Larson. And by the way, John Burke was the one who tracked down Lamont Larson. Lamont Larson had no idea his collection was highly acclaimed because he wrote his name Lamont on a lot of the books. Larson or Lamont. And so John Burke actually is the one who tracked him down. And that's really just a great story. Here's one of my favorite covers, Silver Streak 14. I love like skull creatures. This is like an army of green skulled Nazi monsters coming after our heroes. It's so cool, man. Archie #1, 2.5 from the Bobby Blue. That's another collection. We got the Bobby Blue collection.
I believe, yeah.
That's mixed throughout the auction. Some ECs, Haunted Fear. Oh, and here's really cool Hulk. Which version is this? Israeli Hulk #1 or Hulk #3? Sorry, that's really cool. So there's a lot of cool foreign books in the auction as well. The Spider-Man #1 Brazilian edition. Look at the yellow background instead of the gray. It's just so cool. For me, like I feel like every day is kind of like Christmas morning. I come into the office, I don't know what I'm gonna get. Open up a box and you find something really cool. It's really magical, and it's highlighted by this incredible copy of Detective Comics 27, CGC graded 6.5. It's got amazing colors. It's just a gorgeous book. I bought and sold this copy several times, and I'm happy to have it back. And we're expecting really great things from it. Anytime you're able to get one of the two greatest holy grails of holy grails in comic books, you got to jump on it. And whether it means paying for it in part cash and part trade and consigning the heft of a large amount of your collection to be able to get a book like this, it's well worth it. But before we go, if you don't mind, I could switch gears for a second and just show you some original comic art from my collection and Steve's collection. I'd be happy to do that.
Okay, that was likely a rhetorical question, but yes.
When you asked me one of my favorite covers, and you can see it in the background, there's a big poster of it there in red, is the cover to Wolverine 67 by Mark Texiera. And this is one of my all-time favorite covers. Another favorite piece from my personal collection, I love Todd McFarlane, and I own now 5 amazing Spider-Man McFarlane covers. And this is my favorite of the bunch, 323? It's 323, yeah. And now let's see what's hiding behind it. Oh, just actually, how do you top that? House of Secrets 92. And then if you need a little Neil Adams fix, there you go. Here's a Neil Adams Batman cover with Catwoman on it, 210. If you're a modern collector, here's a really cool cover that is the cover to Amazing Spider-Man 667. It was a variant cover. You had to order, I think, 100 copies to get one of these. And at that time, this was very under-ordered. So they're not a lot out there. I think 9/8 sell for like $42,000 or something like that. Let's see what we have hiding behind that. Oh, here's a great piece. How do you top a House of Secrets 92 cover? I don't know. Flash 123. Now, this is the Flash of Two Worlds, and this is probably one of the most historically important comic books ever made. This started the Crisis, Infinite Earths, and everything, every storyline that came after that started all here. It took my partner 16 years to get this comic cover in his collection. A couple more. If you're a Steve Ditko fan, you got Doctor Strange by Steve Ditko, really cool. Here's something really special you don't see every day, a page from Journey to Mystery 83. I love that bottom panel of Thor. It's really cool. So, I mean, I get to look at this stuff all the time, but it never loses its luster for me. And I'll show you one more piece that we have. Jack Kirby at his best. Joseph and Jack Kirby, Fantastic Four 74. Galactus, Silver Surfer. You see the Surfer down there. It even has the Marvel stamp on the back. It's just Galactus there. It's just so damn cool.
Whew, I lost my breath there. Wow, that was one heck of a collection to look at. And for you viewers out there, if you liked it, please give this video a like. By the way, Vincent and I are both going to look at the comments, so if you saw something that you really liked, tell us what that item was. Again, many of the items at the front part of the video are actually up for auction now at ComicConnect, so check them out there. Vincent, thank you so much for being on the channel and gracing us with your amazing comic books and original art.
Thank you very much for having me.
And oh yeah, Vincent's got some amazing stories that he reveals in his interview, including when he was a dealer selling comic books at a con and most of his collection was stolen and he had no insurance. That video is going to be posted soon here. If you really like the content, my friends, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you around real soon.